Yes, my name is Sebastián Rowinsky. I am originally from Venezuela. I live in Valencia and now at the moment teaching here, having a great time in Madrid. Well, I'm a good friend of Miguel since 15 years ago, and he's inviting me since 2 years ago to come and share a little bit my information, my experience during my dance classes, to share with the students here at Tejido Conectivo. Well, it's a mixture. I like to call it, just to give a label to it, I just put the name of movement tools. For me, it's about having tools, different tools to approach movement. Before I started dancing, I was doing martial arts. So I had before karate, aikido, capoeira, and from that, through my sister, she told me to go into dance school. At the beginning, I did a kind of a academical, kind of a modern dance school, like Limon base. And with the years, I started finding like the floor work, the connection with that I find interesting to come up and down from the floor. And when I was in New York, I had the chance to meet David Zambrano, the founder of Flying Low technique, and I was really into this technique. And with the years, I've been trying to mix a lot of these elements with martial arts. Also, I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that it's on the floor, so I try to bring also some knowledge from that part of the martial arts, and I just try to keep the system open for different things to make the tools wider and helpful. Well, my vision about dance, it's living, well, depending on the moment, on the place, it's in a great state, because you have companies that are more into a conventional way of creating like dance piece, where you have a full-on choreography done by the choreographer, and then you also the other spectrum where you have a lot of like performatic improvisation. So yeah, I like all the range when it's well done, of course. I come from old school, so I kind of enjoy unisono of a lot of dancers dancing together with the same energy. I really enjoy that type of work, and I also like a lot the other one about improvisation, instant composition, site-specific. If it's well done, I really enjoy all of the layers that can be found. And I think in the dance panorama, at least here in Spain, you can find all those elements happening. I'm about to become 47 years old. I do take care a lot of my body in order to keep dancing, so I really enjoy in the state I am. Of course, I don't have the qualities I had when I was 25. I have another ones that I have gained through experience. So I really enjoy still being on stage. I'm an active dancer in Otra Danza, so I do a lot of duets with the director and choreographer of the company. I'll also create pieces in Valencia, duets, and I do enjoy also teaching a lot. The teaching is, for me, it's a way to share the information. So when you can create this idea of working with other bodies, passing through the information, getting the instant feedback, for me it's also something that I enjoy a lot. Well, actually I was just talking to the girls when I was finishing the class. First of all, I think it's very important to take as much information as you can, because you always will learn from different places. It's important, for me, it's important to build up the movement technique from the beginning, and also to have the contact with the improvisation and composition. So when you're like doing your education, you can have the experience in both sides. The ability of learning to, how you work with your body, how's your body every day, how you can advance through movement, through repetition, through awareness, and also work in this creative side so that you can also find your own path with the movement. I would say from the beginning, especially if you're in a conservatory kind of education system, try to get as much information as possible. And I think the information is everywhere, so you just need to get in contact with that and try to take it to you. In this program, I find it really interesting what Miguel is proposing, because he's a person I admire a lot, because he has spent a lot of time gathering information through the body, through the experience, and also learning and getting degrees. And I think he has like an amazing vocabulary and awareness to explain and to share that information to students. So it's something I really enjoy that I can see with the students, and also that they have already right away contact with the composition and improvisation. So I think it's a kind of a mature way in a dance program, because you can have, when you have the dance programs built for kids, that it's only repetition and then you kick the leg and then you just turn and you automate in a kind of automatic way. And from here is well developed from a mature side, where the people can really understand the information from another aspect. First of all, is being aware how is your body, like being really honest with yourself in which moment of your life you're at. Like starting, for example, for me, I'm about to become 47, so I cannot train like if I'm 20 years old. I need to know how's my body today and take the training into my stage. Being really, really clever, really honest with your body, knowing your limitations, always keeping also yourself open to all the other sources, because you can find things that can, again, being tools to help you to develop different things. And eat well, get a good nutrition, and rest. It's this thing. Your body is your instrument. Nobody else is going to take care of it. If you don't take care of your body, nobody else will do that. So you have to take care of the body. If you take care of the body, you can dance as long as you want. My mentor, David Zambrano, I think now he's about to become, or he's already 65 years old. He's an amazing dancer and teacher still. And there's examples of other people that have been dancing for 40, 50 years, but of course, it's not a body of 20 years old. You need to know where you are at what moment of your life. You always have these things, fashion, or what's fashion, who's now like a big name, who's a big choreographer, where people want to dance. I think it's quite developing. I come from the education in the 90s, so it still was very strong, the modern aspect of dance. Now it's much more contemporary, related into floor work. So I think it's a constant thing that will change, and maybe now what is floor work, and in 10 years people will like to also dance again and lift the legs and turn around. So I think it's something that is always changing. At the moment I enjoy. I'm a big fan of floor work and mixing with acrobatics and martial arts. It's a very physical aspect of dance that also takes me into like physical theater. So yeah, I think it's in a good moment, and you have a taste for everything. You have different companies developing different types of work, and I think that's something amazing in culture, in arts, because then you have things taste for all type of public. Yeah. I mean, I kind of what I call movement tools. I come for 4 days to share these elements, this material. I work with them. I was telling the students that maybe, for example, these 4 days are quite intensive, but I think because they have the chance then to try things out. And I think, of course, it's because it's tools that maybe next week or maybe in 1 month that they can like add to the creations, because they say, at the end, when you're creating, you don't create, it's hard to create from zero. It's like, I'm going to be super original from the beginning. You get influence. It's a creation has been like that for forever. And in different states, for example, when like Pina Bausch came in Germany, Tanztheater, and then of course, all these next generations, they have the influence of Pina, they were creating, and from the creation, they start to find their own path. So, of course, my idea when I share these elements with them is at some point that can be very helpful for their own creations. Who knows, maybe not. That's why I call them tools. tools, you need them when you use them when you need them. Maybe you don't need a hammer all the time. Maybe you need a hammer to hit the nail, but to change a light bulb, then you need another tool. So it's just to have this ability, like this menu of things, and okay, I have an idea, or I want to develop the idea. Maybe this part of the table will help me to develop. This one, maybe not now, in another moment. So it's just about having the tools so that they can create their own things and at some point connect with some of the material. Maybe they don't, but at least I share my experience and my knowledge and I give it to them. ¿En qué momento de tu vida empiezas a bailar? En mi caso, yo no comencé muy joven para lo que es el concepto de bailar, pero bueno, no muy joven en Estados Unidos, pero igual sí en Europa. Yo empecé a bailar a los 17 años, pero ya traía una experiencia de deporte y de artes marciales, entonces eso me ayudó mucho. Y también empecé a bailar desde un lugar más maduro, que igual una persona que empieza a tomar clase con 10 años. Un consejo, go for it. Si sientes desde el principio esa conexión a la hora de moverte, esa necesidad de que tu cuerpo se mueva cada día, de que te quieras comunicar a través del movimiento, de que logras entrar en otros universos, en otras atmósferas, intentar creer en ello e ir a por ello. No siempre va a funcionar, es un camino complicado. A veces el cuerpo no ayuda, la situación económica no ayuda, la realidad no ayuda, pero por lo menos de alguna manera conectarte con esa sensación e intentarlo. Give it a try. For me it's a pleasure to be here, to being invited every year, because I really respect Miguel. Since I met him, I think he's a wonderful performer, teacher, guider, so for me it's an honor that he can bring me here to share my information with the students and that we have the chance every year to meet, to share a little bit for a few days and to enjoy life as colleagues. Bueno, para mí importante estar presente cada día, estar presente, intentar que a través del movimiento, a través del baile, todo lo demás pase a otro plano y que realmente puedas, gracias a esto, estar en el momento, estar presente y disfrutar de la vida. Hoy es hoy, ayer fue ayer, mañana es mañana, pero hoy es el momento, hoy es el presente.